There is something unexpectedly captivating about a small coin that once passed quietly from hand to hand in everyday life, rarely noticed and almost never admired. The Oman 5 Baisa coin from 1998 is one of those pieces that might have been overlooked in its time, yet today it carries a completely different kind of presence. It tells a story not just of currency, but of culture, transition, and the subtle beauty hidden in ordinary objects. When you first look at this coin, its simplicity stands out. It does not try to impress with extravagant imagery or complex engravings. Instead, it presents a clean and balanced design that reflects the identity of Oman during the late 20th century. The Arabic inscriptions are precise and elegant, carefully placed to create harmony across the surface. The date marks its place in history, anchoring it to a specific moment in time that now feels distant and increasingly significant. Back in 1998, this coin was part of daily life. It was used in small transactions, perhaps exchanged for basic goods or given as change without a second thought. People did not stop to examine its details or consider its future value. It was simply a functional object, created to serve a purpose and nothing more. Yet that is often how the most interesting collectibles begin their journey. They exist quietly, fulfilling their role, until time transforms them into something rare and meaningful. As years passed, many of these coins were lost, damaged, or removed from circulation. Some were discarded, others stored away and forgotten. This natural process of disappearance is what gives surviving coins their growing rarity. Each remaining piece becomes a small survivor of history, carrying with it the marks of time and the story of its survival. Collectors understand this deeply, which is why they look beyond face value and focus on what remains. The 5 Baisa coin is especially interesting because it represents a denomination that was never considered valuable in the traditional sense. It was small, both in size and in monetary worth. But this is exactly what makes it fascinating today. Coins of low denomination were often used more frequently, which means fewer of them survive in good condition. High denomination coins are more likely to be preserved, but smaller coins like this one lived harder lives, making well-preserved examples much more difficult to find. The material and craftsmanship also play a role in its appeal. The coin has a solid feel, a quiet strength that reflects careful minting standards. Even after years, the design remains clear on well-kept specimens. The texture, the edges, and the subtle wear patterns all contribute to its character. Each coin is slightly different, shaped by the hands that once held it and the environments it passed through. Collectors are often drawn to coins that connect them to places they may never have visited. Oman, with its rich heritage and unique cultural identity, adds an extra layer of intrigue. Holding a coin like this is like holding a small piece of that world, a tangible connection to its history and its people. It is not just about owning an object, it is about experiencing a story that spans time and geography. Another factor that adds to the coin's growing appeal is the shift in how people view collectibles. In the past, coin collecting was often seen as a niche hobby, limited to a small group of enthusiasts. Today, it has expanded into a global interest, with more people recognizing the value of historical objects. Social media, online marketplaces, and digital communities have made it easier than ever to share discoveries and learn about rare items. This increased awareness has brought attention to coins that were once ignored, including pieces like the 1998 Oman 5 Baisa. Condition is one of the most important aspects when determining the desirability of a coin. A well-preserved example with minimal wear can stand out significantly compared to one that has been heavily circulated. Details such as sharp inscriptions, smooth surfaces, and original luster can greatly influence how collectors perceive its value. Even small differences in condition can lead to large differences in interest and demand. There is also an emotional element involved in collecting. People are often drawn to items that spark curiosity or evoke a sense of discovery. Finding a coin like this, especially in good condition, can feel like uncovering a hidden treasure. It is a reminder that valuable things are not always obvious and that even the smallest objects can carry meaning. The journey of this coin from a simple piece of currency to a collectible item reflects broader changes in how we understand value. It challenges the idea that worth is determined only by original purpose or face value. Instead, it shows that time, rarity, and human interest can transform something ordinary into something extraordinary. For viewers who are exploring the world of coin collecting, this piece serves as an excellent example of why the hobby is so engaging. It encourages a closer look at everyday objects and invites questions about their origins and their journeys. What stories could this coin tell if it could speak? How many hands did it pass through? Where has it been stored? And how did it survive while others disappeared? These questions add depth to the experience of collecting. It is not just about acquiring items, but about understanding them. Each coin becomes a small window into a larger narrative, connecting the present to the past in a tangible way. The market for coins is also influenced by trends and shifting interests. As more collectors begin to appreciate coins from regions like the Middle East, demand naturally increases. This creates a ripple effect, drawing attention to pieces that were previously overlooked. The 1998 Oman 5 Baisa coin fits perfectly into this pattern, gaining recognition as collectors search for unique and meaningful additions to their collections. It is important to remember that rarity is not always about age alone. While older coins often attract attention, newer coins can also become rare if they were produced in limited quantities or if many were lost over time. The 1998 date places this coin in an interesting position, as it is not ancient, yet it is old enough to have experienced significant changes in circulation and availability. For those who are new to this field, coins like this offer an accessible entry point. They are not intimidating, and they invite exploration. Learning about their background, their design, and their journey can be both educational and rewarding. It is a hobby that combines history, art, and a sense of discovery in a way that few other activities can match. As you continue to look at this coin, its details begin to reveal themselves more clearly. The inscriptions, the layout, and the overall composition all contribute to its identity. What once seemed simple now appears carefully considered, a product of thoughtful design and skilled craftsmanship. This shift in perception is part of what makes collecting so satisfying. It transforms the way we see the world, encouraging us to notice details that might otherwise go unnoticed. A coin is no longer just a coin. It becomes a story, a piece of history, and a source of curiosity. In the end, the value of this coin is not just about numbers. It is about the journey it represents and the interest it generates. It is about the connection it creates between people who share a passion for discovering hidden gems. And it is about the realization that even the smallest objects can hold a surprising amount of significance. And today, this exact coin is valued at $19,000.